Time. Good evening. How are you? Good to see familiar faces. Good to see some faces we haven't seen in a while. Very good. Welcome. If it has been a while or first time, double welcome. Sometimes I don't even need the glasses. Um, we're very happy because even though tonight is not the last Thursday of the month where we have the programs, Spiritism, Meditation, Spiritism. Cristiane and this is our second year with the program Spiritism and Meditation, and we are adopting this program called Seek and You Shall Find, meaning um, we're um, we're using we're trying to bring tools. We're trying to bring tools to make the process easier. But then we reflect upon this second year of the program. Let's let's go back to the basics and remind everybody about meditation, that meditation, it's not really a myth. And so we brought this for us to rethink about what it is to meditate. Can I meditate? I think I do need to use these glasses here. So how's everybody feeling? Good. So before we get started, just have a moment of gratitude. We're very grateful for being here, very grateful for our lives, and we grateful for just learning and having time for ourselves. Thanks our spiritual mentors for bringing us here. Thanks for the present of your company. Please guide us through tonight, through this talk, and may this meditation be very, very powerful to everyone who receives it. And so be it. We're So this program consists of us having a very short talk because it is about meditation, and it was announced that I was going to give this talk, but it's actually myself and Cristiane who's going to do the second part. So we both do a little talk for about 15-20 minutes tops, 15 minutes, and then we go through the meditation. And Cristiane is really going to do the meditation, and the second part it's like a spiritual vibration, which I close. So let's see if our friend works here. Can we just kind of maybe get, yes, great. So we have this issue. Really, not all of us can really understand meditation. We hear this all the time, right? If you go to a doctor nowadays and you're having some issue with your blood pressure, and you're like, oh, you're stressed. They want to know how much caffeine you take, if you smoke, take alcohol, this and that, and then they go to the whole exam. You get your cholesterol is very high, your blood pressure is high. You have to calm down. You have to take it easy. You have to do some physical exercise, and try some yoga, do some meditation, and that's the part that the doctors, they're kind of lost because they don't really know much what they're talking about unless you're going to alternative medicine, and there are those there too, but it's really, and then it's like, I don't care for yoga. Most people don't really like yoga. It's something that they have, the conception of yoga is like, it's if you're from the a little older generation, it's more like women do yoga. For girls. Thank you. Exactly. Exactly. But but there is this conception, this misconception. Thank you. That's and I do Pilates. I go to the Pilates class. I'm sometimes 10 ladies. I'm the only guy there. So Tim helps me to remind me that there is a generation that needs to transcend. So really, the issue is like, even if you're open-minded to meditation, and you try to, it's like, I can't. It's not me. It's not my temperament. It's not what I'm built for. I do it too much, and I'm sorry, but that's how it is. Seriously. So it's the answer is like, you know what? If you don't do that for yourself, you're not really helping yourself. We gotta try. We have to open our minds a little, uh, go beyond the day-to-day thing. Meditation, it's really something that is just as natural as doing any exercise, doing any walking, doing anything. But I'll let Cristiane talk about that. And one thing before I call Cristiane here, and then after this, she will guide us through the meditation. It's for us to really, and that's one of the reasons why we have this program here, because Spiritism is really, really a big connection with this meditation in the sense that we need to visit all the time our spiritual being. Actually, that's the one that's supposed to be in charge. We let too much the the mechanical, the physical take over, and the most important part of our beings, it's really in the back, in the back seat, right? And being balanced is it's finding that place where we can understand that we are much more than the situation that's happening to us. And if we find that, if you can connect that and meditation, which bring us to a state of connection and balance and serenity, and then we can actually pray, because meditation and prayer is not necessarily the same thing. When we're praying, we're trying to make a very, very intimate connection with God. It's really, when we're meditating, we just finding that balance, that place within the universe, the peace, calming our minds. There is lots that goes on in meditation. So it's like it's a preparation for something even deeper. And then, some people don't pray. They can even be in a state of contemplation and just ease their mind. But in order for us to get there, it's steps, right? So you want to take us there, Cristiane? Thank you so much.
Hello, hello. Such a pleasure to be here talking about my favorite thing. And because we are going through the second phase of our COVID, this phase where things are going back somewhat to normal. We get to see faces these days. Some people are taking their masks more often. Some places are, it feels good to be able to appreciate a smile like we haven't been able to appreciate for the longest time. Because we're trying the second year and trying to regroup and trying to go back to our more normalcy, we're going to revisit meditation and try to remind ourselves that there is something there for us. Before we go anywhere, with COVID and everything else that we've been going through and the tensions of daily living, anxiety, stress, bills to pay, kids to take care of, homework, Zoom meetings, anxiety galore. And then we think, meditation is for girls. Yoga is for girls. Pilates is for girls. How is that working for you? Is that working? So this is the concept of insanity. Trying to do the same thing the way you've always done and expecting different results. We're not going to go anywhere if we don't try something that is a little out of our comfort zone. And our goal here is to instigate your curiosity so you can at least consider the fact that meditation might be a good something for you. And let's not use the word let's meditate. I'm going to bring it down one notch so we can find ourselves in a better place with considering going there. Let's try to go to a meditative state of mind, just a chilled point where you can maybe possibly be less stressed or breathe a little deeper or pay attention in nature a little more. So let's not go to meditation. Let's do the pre-meditation. Like when you go into college, you have to do all your prereqs before you get there. So that's where we are. We're just going to do the pre-meditation. Let's consider a meditative state of mind. And when we try to do a parallel between what we want to do with meditation and Spiritism, we want to think about the Spirit's book, the question 919, that asks us about what can we do to bring ourselves to a better place, looking for improvement in ourselves and stay away from evil, from what is not good for us. And St. Augustine tells us that it is by going and checking within yourself, learn yourself, know yourself, and you will get to a better place. And he talks about going at the end of his every day, at night, before he goes to bed, he goes through the day, what has happened throughout the day, and reflect on the habits, on the attitudes, on the actions that were taken during the day, and see how he can improve and try to tame his bad inclinations. And that's how you progress and find yourself in a better place, not around people, but within yourself. Because when we find ourselves in a better place within ourselves, everybody wins. We win because we learn more about ourselves. And the people around us get to deal with this better person who is going through life a little more gracefully and not so ugly and breathing better. So we all win. Our children win, our co-workers win, and most of all, when we go to bed that night and we reflect on our day, we say, you know what? I did quite well today. That thing wasn't so good. I could have done better here. But overall, I am doing a little better. And this is the goal. It's not a sprint. It's a marathon. So it's every day a little step towards a better place within, so everybody can benefit from us being better within us and better towards everybody else. So when we consider, we're not talking meditation, remember we're talking meditative state of mind. Not everybody is going to get to that place of sitting and not moving anything, not even one hair, and breathing evenly in and out, and just going to this place where you don't think about anything. That's not our reality. And you don't even need to be there to get the benefits from the meditative state. Let me see if this is going to work for me. Yay! I always get so excited when I make this work. Is your mind feeling busy? Let's see who can relate to this. When we get up in the morning, the day hasn't even started, and the to-do list is so long, and we are already late for our to-do list. We haven't even started the day, but we are already late with all the things we need to do, we need to accomplish. I gotta go here. And the breath, instead of being deep, the breath is right here, shallow. That is the recipe for disaster, because when your breath is this shallow, you get short-fused. And if something happens and somebody comes your way the wrong way, you snap right at them. This is somebody in a state of alert, somebody giving birth. That's where you are. You are not calm. You are ready to react, ready to respond. So most of us are going through life with this very shallow breath, because the to-do list is coming from that. The bees are so busy doing so many things, and the crossing paths, and you don't even know what's going on. Does anybody relate to that in a day-to-day thing? And then at the end of the day, when it's time for you to do the St. Augustine thing and reflect on your day, how it was, you start by, the minute you start thinking, you just crash, boom, collapse. There's no prayer, no gratitude for the day, no reflecting on your day, because you're so exhausted from being there all day long with that shallow breath that nothing else happens. And tomorrow, guess what? When that alarm clock goes off, again and again and again and again. So this shallow breath becomes our norm. And tonight, we're going to consider possibly breathing a little deeper for short periods of time throughout our day so we can be a little different than this. I'm just going to throw some things at you that you might consider to get a little far away from this and a little closer to a deeper breath. Things that we have to consider for that. Cost benefit. Some things in your life are there just to add chaos. Cost benefit. We have to start thinking, do I really need to do this, or could I go without this and focus my time on something else? So cost benefit is something that we need to be assessing every day. If you bought a new car and that new car needs to be washed 3 times a week because it's my new car, I don't want a new car. I want an old car that I can wash when it needs and I'm good. So the new car, instead of bringing me, adding value to my life, is actually giving me more stress. You can have 1 dog, but they decide to have 3 dogs because it's so cool to have 3 dogs. But the cost benefit of having 3 dogs is just driving you crazy. Maybe not 3 dogs. We love our plants. But when you have so many plants that you have to be repotting everything every day, so when you just like, there's so much to do, maybe planting, we're gonna, go down a little, downsize our nursery a little bit. Or things, so again, cost benefit. Work, life, children, homework, going places, cost benefit is very important. Then thinking about the things that we enjoy and we love. If you are not recharging yourself with something that you love and enjoy, you're taking marbles out of your jar to give, but you're not replacing marbles with your energies. You're gonna go short, and then there'll be nothing to be given. Doing things that you enjoy, that recharges you, needs to be a habit, not an sporadic thing. It has to be a habit. Music. If you enjoy music, recharge yourself with music. You can multitask. You can listen to good music and do whatever you have to do. If you enjoy nature, nature is one of the most rewarding things that you can do for yourself. If you like walks, if you like to go to the park, if you like to play in the dirt, if you like to play with plants, whatever it is that nature brings to you, it's a great recharging thing that you can do. Art, going to the museum, doing crafts, playing with things that are artistic ways, decorating, things like that. So those things that you enjoy doing, they can take you to a meditative state of mind. If you notice when you're doing something that you enjoy, your breath gets a little deeper. The shoulders get a little softer. Your face is a little softer. Playing with your dog, playing with your cat, puts you in that place. Playing with babies puts you in that place. I mean, it puts me in that place, I should just say. But not everybody. We're all different, but we all know what we like. At this stage of our lives, we kind of know what we like. When you're a teenager, maybe not. But by now, adults, we kind of know what works for us, what doesn't. So remember, add value to your life by recharging with what brings joy to your life. Another thing, if your environment is cluttered, the mind is cluttered. When you find the clutter, the busy bees in your head, organize a drawer. I swear, your mind will be in a better place. You might not have time to organize a whole closet. Organize a drawer under the sink, under the bathroom sink, or clean your car, clean your purse, all those receipts, all that stuff. Just take care of that. That your breath will just be a little softer Your shoulders are going to bend. This little something, just they're little, but they're very powerful. If none of this is working, I said, this is not for me. I'm still super busy. I'm going to give you an ultimate meditation, pre-meditative states, a pre-meditation. Every time you stop at the traffic light, we've talked about this before, when you are driving somewhere, we all here drive because we live in this city that everybody has to drive places. Every time you stop at the traffic light, you make a conscious decision that every time you stop, you're going to take deep breaths. 5 seconds inhalation, 5-second exhalation. So the light is red, like you smell the rose, blow the candle. If the traffic light is red and you are doing this and you're going about your business every day, you might get a chance to do a deep breath at least 20 times during your day. It might sound that it's not a lot, but if you've been at the shallow breath for the past 6 months, this will change your life. So if you're not ready for meditation, please consider taking deep breaths when the traffic light is red. If you do that, you will be curious enough to say, that made me feel so much better. Maybe I can do something else. Maybe I can try something else. And then we can try, we cannot start where we are not. We have to start where we are. And then consider coloring books, doodling. You know that little piece of paper that we used to use when we were on the phone and we couldn't go anywhere because the phone was hooked to the wall? We had those notepads, and we would be doodling with a pen and making squares. That is going to a meditative state of mind. You will see your breath softening. You will see your mind quiet. We will have thoughts because our brain is wired to make associations. So every time you see something, the brain is going to go, oh, that looks like that, that reminds me of that. So the brain is going to always be making associations, and that's the job of the brain. Let it do what it does. What we're going to do is the thought is going to come, and we say, cool, the thought came, but I'm here for breaths and for nature or for art or for joy or for organizing, whatever it is that you need to do to get to a better place. These are just suggestions. I hope some of this sticks to you. And again, traffic light is pre-meditative state. Finding joy in things that you enjoy is meditative state. Spending more time and recharging with those choices is meditative state of mind. And once you get there, you get to consider spending more and more time there. And that meditative state of mind might take you to 5 minutes to sit and really focus on your breath. And that is meditation. It doesn't have to be a 30-minute or 1-hour thing. That is meditation. Our goal is to be like that. One bee on one flower at a time. We're going to take one bee from that busy mind and be there. If it's my turn to be with my dog, petting my dog and enjoying it, I don't need to have my foot doing this, my hand doing that. No, it's my recharging time. So I can just pet the one dog with my hands and be there. Or I can be doing crafts and enjoying my time with this painting that I enjoy. Maybe not for the whole day because we have lots of things to do. But if we can dedicate 15 minutes to doodling, it will get you to a better place. So consider those things, because this is where we want to go. Every time you find yourself with a deeper breath, with soft breath, and you are not so guarded, you get to be in a meditative state of mind. And that is the joy of preparing for meditation. Can we all do breathing when the traffic light is red? Are we all able to do that kind of stuff. We don't have to be Zen people. We don't have to be in a monastery. We don't, none of that. But we could do that. That's something we could do. Could we spend some time looking at the flowers or looking at the lake, looking at a water fountain for 5 minutes and considering, let me take deeper breaths as I'm here. So those are the things we want to consider. Meditation is not for the monks. Meditation is for the people that are here in this kind of group. Because the monks are there, their life is so well crafted at this point because they don't have the interference of life. Life is not happening. They don't have traffic jams. They don't have work like 9 to 5 kind of thing. We are the ones who have to be in that challenging situation. So our job is to find many little times to be with ourselves and be that little bee that find one bee at a time going to a different rose. And then maybe we can have another bee go somewhere else and maybe a little longer and a little longer. And then we're going to have lots of honey. That's the goal. The honey will be us going inside and going within and finding ourselves in a place that is better for us and better for everybody else. And this magic only happens if we give ourselves permission to try. Otherwise, it doesn't happen. We can go to Walgreens and buy it. We're going to have to give ourselves permission to try. And nobody starts up here. Everybody starts where we are. So consider that. And to prove that we can all do this, we're going to go and do a fun meditation, like we always do. If you need to keep your eyes open, it's all cool. We put something fun here for you to look at. If you feel like you need to move a little bit, move. If you fall asleep, it's okay. If you're falling asleep in a meditative kind of mind, it's a good thing. You're not just crashing and burning after an entire day and bah! You are just slowly falling asleep. That's all good. Everything is okay. This is the beauty of meditation. There is no right or wrong. The minute your breath is soft and your shoulders are soft, everything is okay. So are we ready? This is where we're going to go if you don't want to close your eyes, because not everybody's comfortable closing eyes. And I am going to guide you. I will do that. So I press. Aqui. Toma.
It's okay. All right.
See, I love that I don't do this by myself. Okay, before we get started, move your body, shake, shake, shake all your kinks, because, once we settle, we settle. And deep breaths. I want to hear you. Let your shoulders move. Inhale and exhale. If you are comfortable, you can close your eyes. If not comfortable, you can look at this beautiful video that's showing on the screen. And we're going to find ourselves in a very special, sacred corner of the world where we know is our safe place. This is where we always come when we feel threatened, when we feel stress, when we feel we need to regroup. We might be a little upset, a little anxious, worried about all the things that are crowding the mind. It's okay. The bees are working non-stop. and the mind is going a mile, 100 miles, 1,000 miles an hour, it is very hard to breathe. But I'm in my safe corner of the world. And this is okay. I choose to step out just a little bit so I can see the beehive of my mind. Maybe, just maybe, if I watch my thoughts from a little far away, I might be able to organize them, categorize them, put them in different folders, maybe send some of them away in a cloud so I can revisit them later. I find myself giving permission to just let go and just watch those thoughts. Some are very important and they need to be tended. Others not so much. They just here for distraction. Maybe I should take a deep breath. That might clear my mind. Maybe another breath. That helps. I can see the thoughts untangling a little bit. When I see my thoughts from far away, they don't seem so overwhelming. Maybe I can handle them. Maybe I can handle them by looking at one at a time and not being so worried about all of them bundled together. Another deep breath. And I change my mind. I choose to be courageous. I am gonna put these thoughts to the side, and just for a moment, I will choose joy. I will choose something that makes my heart sing, that makes my heart happy, that makes my breath deeper, my shoulders softer, my face softer. Yes, I am gonna find some joy. taking a deep breath, I walk towards this joyful moment, this joyful memory, and I sit with it. Here is where I find myself laughing more, worrying less, breathing deeper, and I feel energized. I could run through a field of sunflowers. I have so much energy. Maybe that's a good idea. Why not? I can run through a field of sunflowers. I spread my arms. I laugh. And I run. The wind on my face makes me feel alive. I smile at the sun. I smile at the sunflowers. Until I can run no more. I just collapse on the grass, belly up, arms open, laughing, enjoying my company. The body's heavy on the floor. The breath is soft. And I am pure joy. This is a place that I can visit as many times as I want. I lay here and I think of all the people that bring me joy. I send them a special prayer. I feel connected with my family, with my friends, with all the goodness of the world. I am okay. The joy sits in my heart. And I sit up and look around. I am back in that safe corner of the world where I always go when I need a moment. I sit here and I send a prayer to my guardian angel for being with me, for protecting me, for bringing me joy so I can share the joy within and with others. My breath is deeper. My shoulders are softer. Yes, I am okay. And joy is in my heart.
Let's keep this moment of serenity and enjoy the place we are in, where we have spiritual friends, our very personal friend that is with us all the time. Let's feel the light and the embrace of a loving friend. Let's feel blessed by a loving Father who wants to see us in the best that we can be. Let's use all of this beautiful and pure peace that we find inside of ourselves. And let's vibrate so much love, so much strength and courage for those friends and all of those who are in hospitals going through difficult situations, either with their health, with the virus, with various issues. Those who are in prisons, in places of mental recovery, those who are going through violence, all of those brothers and sisters who are lonely within their own mind, feeling disconnected from life. Let's send our love for all of those brothers and sisters. They are just like us. And when we feel strong and replenished, we give because we have so much to offer. And we continue receiving this beautiful, pure light surrounding us and involving us deeply. And we're very, very grateful. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe. Thank you, Creator. Thank you, life, for everything. And so be it. And so be it. Let's keep this